Ooh. Hello, hello, everybody. My goodness. Oh man. Hey, Bova. Legendary elephant right off the rip, man. Before I'm even live. Oof, I'm gonna mute myself. I do appreciate that. Yeah, we got a big day today. Big day today. Kevin, Justin, Meow Zhang. Hi, where's guest the KP? You can do exclamation mark Discord, assuming my bot is up and running. And it should give you a link to my Discord. Join it, and you can do a submission there. Told you I would. Yes, you did. Yes, you did, and I appreciate it, man. Bark. Yeah. Giant. I'm not reading your name out loud. What's up, Zal? Yeah, guys. I don't know how much you guys have been hearing, all right? But there's a lot of information that's been floating around, and we are about to get fucked. We'll see. We'll see, chat. But the only thing that is keeping me sane is that the match is almost so bad that I can't imagine that it would be real. Like that's kind of where I'm at right now. I've had to stop killing barbs so I don't go over my limit. Yeah, I don't know. In fact, let me see if I've got the maybe I should set this up now in case the leak is actually true. You're also waiting for matchmaking? Yeah, and I've gotten a lot of also I still have to do my push-ups. I'm not gonna forget that, Boba, don't worry. I still have to, confirm with everybody and look around. Also, Nightbot sends my Discord like an hour late, dude. Oh, man. Kane, if it's out, it's out. You can figure Tide's out early. Hey, man, we know. But that's what I mean, like, I hope that's not the case. And it's so backwards that it doesn't make sense to me. There, hold on. You always didn't do the push-ups when I donated via Streamlabs? Yeah, dude, that shit's a scam. I don't see it. It doesn't pop up for me. Alright, I'll be 5 for you. Off to a good start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, we did 5. Got the blood rolling. How do I set up quick keys for marches and how to use it? I actually have a guide on that. It's called Hotkey Keybind. But you go here into your settings. And then there's going to be, I believe it's customizations? No. Where is it? Oh, controls and then hotkey settings. And this is where you can pretty much change a lot of your things. Shortcuts. Right? Select troop formations, all this stuff. So, and then obviously your mouse. I couldn't imagine using this normal mouse. That'd be so gross. So what's the so said leak? Well, I'll tell you what the leak is, and this is I almost don't want to say it on stream because it's like if it happens then it happens, but apparently 1175. Wait, is it 1175? Wait. Now my brain's fried. Give me a second. So it's 1175 and 1718, both in the same camp in an A-seed KVK. Does anybody in chat, do you guys have the preliminary scans? Like, I know there's not domain scans out there, but there are other scans. So it's 1175 and 1718 in the same camp, and they are both by far the biggest kingdoms in the matchmaking. Like, I hope it's not true. I hope it's not true. But essentially, the only way it makes sense is for a 3v1. The only possible way it makes sense is for a 3v1. And you've got 1903 in there, 1981, which is us, 3310, 1179, 1020, and 3355. 3355 being like way out of place. And they're our campmate. So it's really odd. Yeah, Fake, thank you. You hope it's true? Bus, how are you? First of all, no. You should definitely not hope that that's true. I'm going to go ahead and save this image. So hold on. Save pictures. That's KVK. I'm going to pull it up on stream for you guys. What I was just sent. So give me one moment. Also, Bus, Boba, how's the zone going? I haven't tuned in for a little bit. Okay, where is it? There it is. Okay, add source. So save pictures. I'm trying to pull it up, guys. It does take me a little bit of time to configure all this stuff, so. What did I save it as? There we go. Stats KVK. All right, chat. So here it is. This is the potential leak. This is the potential leak. All right. Preying on the 3092 downfall now, bus driver. My goodness. Yeah. So this KP, I do want to give a disclaimer, and he is right. Fake is right. This is not 100% accurate because it does not factor in the domain systems for some of these kingdoms. So while the KP is about accurate, the power is not. I think the 1718 and the 1175 are about accurate, but yeah. So you can see this matchmaking makes absolutely no sense. No sense. So the only way that this is possibly even kind of fair is with a 3v1. But even still, like, let's say, if you look on paper, you might even consider that our camp is the weakest, okay? Maybe. So if you say that we're even to Earth Camp, then how is it even possible that, like, Greenwood is equal to fire, right? Like, this is the leak. So we're gonna hide this, okay? And we're not gonna talk about it. Right, we're just not going to talk about it for a little bit of time, and we're just going to barb chain and pray. I think that's kind of where we're going. I'm not a part of Diplo. No way 3v1 isn't fair. They would get overrun. Maybe, but what's more fair? A 3v1 where the two Imperiums are fighting at a disadvantage, or a 2v2 where one side just has absolutely no shot? Same as 2638 and 3308 KVK. One camp is broken, high KP and power. Yeah, but not this broken. There is clearly an obvious highest power in that KVK, but it's not even close to this. 1v1 versus 2. I mean, that's a disaster. So I am not going to be taking part in. I mean, I might have access to the chats just for I might have access to the chats just for content's sake, you know, in case anything happens like last KVK. You know, I've got the proof in the pudding. But with that said, you know, I'm not really going to be dictating what happens. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I think the way the 19-1 feels right now is like a 3v1 or like, you know, I don't know, a 5 or like a zone 5 fight and then end the KVK, if that's the case. Oh, Mr. Death. Well, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate the 5. He's gonna keep trying to get he's gonna keep trying to get Das the membership, which, by the way, I do still have the shot, but guys, I have work early in the morning, man. Early in the morning. So I don't know. So Bus, let me scroll up. You think so? I think you guys would toss 1175 in a 1v1. Oh, look. I think the 1981 punches above its power. But you're talking, I mean, if I just look at the stats again, right? While I don't disagree that they might be inflated, you're talking about a 5 billion and almost a 600 billion KP difference. I mean, that's crazy, bro. It's a lot. It's a lot. So matchmaking results will come at reset today. Yeah. All right. I gotta do my 5 push-ups. So Death, if you're gonna be generous this stream, which obviously I do appreciate, go easy, bro. Go easy. All right. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13, 16, 17. Oh, 25. Dude, I've had a rough few days, man. In a good way, but obviously my team lost. Work has been tough, and now I don't know if you guys know this, but in America, Trump just passed an executive order that said all government workers no longer get virtual days. Well, guess what? I have a virtual job, so that means 2 things. 1, I'm gonna be playing Rock a lot less, and 2, I have to drive an hour every single day to work and an hour home, which part of the reason why I just took this new job was because it was virtual. So, and I just moved in this new apartment, but I really do not want to be driving that far to work every day. So give me 1 second. I got to change up the push-up counter. We're at 30. All right. Virtual pay? No, so I work a job. I do contracting now for the government, and a lot of my job is virtual. Trump is basically making it so that I have to go in the office, which is quite a bummer. All right, so let me see. And 1175 punches below. Okay, so I mean, even if you take that as fact and you said that we are equal to 1175, they still have 1718 in their camp. Like, it's just, in no scenario is it fair. Yeah, so, you know, I'll still have access. Actually, dude, and while I'm on base, because I worked at a military base, like, I don't even know, bro. Like, I don't even think I can bring my phone in there. So, yeah, man, it's gonna be, oh, Mr. Death donating in game and on stream, huh? But yeah, dude, it's tough. So we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Look, be positive. Too many people playing Rock while getting paid by American taxes. Hey, to be fair, I do my job, but I'm not gonna sit here and say that I don't play Rock. Sometimes send out the gatherers and chat on Discord while on the clock, right? Oh. Bus driver, there's no way we would stand a chance against 1175 in a 1 versus 1. I mean, I kind of agree with that. I think even if you say that we punch above our power and they punch below, I think that there's no... I really don't think so. I don't think there's any chance. Hey, Rose. Hey, are we ever going to find the guy that quote-unquote robbed us for that betting bot in our Discord? So for everybody who doesn't know, I do have a Discord. There's a bot that goes around that says the link every once in a while, but I will go ahead and self-advertise again, !Discord. And we tried to get a betting channel get going, and the person who created the bot is now ghosting us after it wouldn't work. And I've already sent him $75. So yeah, that's tragic. And he won't even answer for that separate bot from my Codex server. Hey, man. Technically, I'm blaming you for that loss, bro. Can you try to become a bookie? Dude, that would be kind of fun. I'd make a lot of money, but probably not. some of my uncle's a bookie and he makes so much money. It's like, it's crazy what people will do, especially in states where gambling is illegal. Like, just make up any line you want, and people are just so desperate to bet money. It's crazy. Dox them? Yeah. So I for now I'm gonna continue with the bot in the Discord, just because I think it's probably fine. And Rez, I'll give you a mod here. You're pretty much modding, I think, almost every single rock YouTuber Discord channel, but even still, so enjoy. But yeah, we're gonna try to run with that bot for a little while, and then we'll see if it's any good, and if it's really not working, then I'll just take it as a loss, and yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, guys. Like, 1981 beefed up a little bit this offseason, but we're not Imperium, or really even close. So. So chat, I know a lot of you are from 1981 in this chat right now. But what do you guys think about me being in Discord with other 1981 members during the stream and kind of reacting to the matchmaking? Because I think that, you know, while I'm interesting, and I might do like Kingdom reviews myself or something, but as far as the actual like 0 UTC time, I don't know. I don't want to be depressed alone in Discord, bro. And part of the reason why I streamed is, you know, I mean, you know, while it is obviously fun to be on stream, like I've been stressing over this matchmaking, man, and I think a lot of it. And I was actually on Discord with Pete, one of the members in this kingdom. Actually, this is him, young player, good player. I just joined Discord with him a few minutes before I turned on the stream. And, you know, he spends thousands of dollars on this game, as do I. And so it's like, when you do all that, you spend that much, you put in that amount of time, and then your KVK, which is like the one thing you play this game for, like, and then the matchmaking sucks cock, like, bro. Only if the soundboard is left on. You know, this is why I'm probably not going to do it, but yeah. So only 1981 members said yes, so we'll pause that. We'll pause it. Is this a 270 Kingdom Tides? Yeah, I think some dropped out. Are we still at 270? We're at 240. I don't know if you can see that through the chat screen there. Here, hold on. Let me see if I can. Hold on. There you go. 240. So yeah, anyway, it's gonna be interesting, man. I don't understand, bro. Like, how is it even possible that we have 240 people, or kingdoms, sorry, registered for this mode, and matchmaking is still this bad? Like, dude, a camp like 1718 and 1175 should only exist if like 2377 didn't get a match found. And guys, I've done a lot of complaining, and it's not official yet, but from my experience, it's like, I don't know. It's just, you get let down so often, and these leaks turn out to be true. Free to play KVK if that's the matchmaking, yeah. I mean, I literally will not spend. I mean, we'll see what the Diplo ends up being, but are you scared to be matched with anyone? There's no kingdom. I mean, besides like 2377 and, you know, 1960, maybe 1093. Like, we just want to fight other people our size. We'll fight anybody our size. And that's for damn sure. I'm cursed. Kane is true. 0 for 6 for Autark. Yeah, bro. You are the curse. Dude, it's just, I don't know. And another thing that happened is, like, you know, ever since, you know, all the sporting events and the Commanders lost, obviously very sad, but I've taken a lot of time off from the game, and our last 2 KVKs in 1981 was like, you know, super hard, super fun, but super draining. It's like, to do all this, to get all amped up again, and like, you know, I don't know. The only reason I play this game, bro. Well, it sucks. Was hoping for a good KVK. Guys, we still have a few minutes. And, you know, if there is a world that we do a 3v1, like, yeah, it could still be very fun. Could still be very fun. Do I think that we would probably be favored? Like, I don't know, 70-30? Yeah. In a 3v1, like, they would just be fighting against too many kingdoms. But at the same time, like, a 2v2 is awful. We fight good fights, not gonna city hop against 1718 and 1175. Exactly, dude. Hey, if we get that KVK, I can concentrate on school. You know what? Yeah, look at the positives, I guess. Look at the positives. One thing I was a little bit worried about was getting time off with the new job. So, and also another thing that I do with my new job is we kind of have flex days. So I can literally work 9-hour days, and because I work for the government, and then I can take off every other Friday. So it's like, you know, if that goes away, maybe I wouldn't have as much time, blah, blah, blah. Sounds like it's good that I couldn't migrate in. Maybe. But, like, I just don't understand. Okay, so, chat. In what case, and we have 100 people in here watching this, by the way, so I appreciate all you guys being here. I did not think that this matchmaking reveal would get 100 people to watch this stream. But this is going to be a pretty big KVK regardless. And, yeah, so, Sips, we do not already know, but there's... We already have seen a leak, so Abu, how are you? So, do you really think it would be a 99% chance of winning the 3-side camp? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do this. We're gonna put the data back on the screen. We're gonna put the data back on the screen, and I'm gonna make a poll in chat. Okay. I want to see what you guys are interested in. This KVK. So, if this is the match, what should happen? All right. 2v2. We'll just say any 2v2, the most fair 2v2. 3v1 or farming KVK. All right. I just want to see what the chat thinks. 1175 will never do a 3v1. Yeah. I kind of agree. 3-side camp wouldn't even be fun. 4 camps with 3v1 isn't even good. Have to do 2. Yeah, but 1v1 is just... So I guess you would do us and 3310, right? The 2 smaller camps, and then you'd have 1903... 1879 and then the other 2. What's the leak? The leak is what's on screen. So go ahead and vote. I'm curious as to where the I'm curious as to what the chat thinks here. There are way too many 2v2s. That's crazy, bro. You guys really think that? Oh, Moof. How you doing, buddy? I hope you're awake for all the insanity that's about to occur. Guys, free-for-alls... Are free-for-alls fun? Every experience that I have ever had in a free-for-all, which I've never played one, so let me back up. Any experience that I've seen of everyone experiencing free-for-all hates it. Every single one. So, if we just want to get fighting, then fine, but... Yeah, maybe we have 1718 and 1175 members voting. 1v2 versus 1. Dude, what a... I didn't even think about that, but maybe. Let's pray Lilith was delusional and fixed it. Okay, we actually have about half the chat voting. And, yeah, so we're going to go ahead and look at the results here. I'd say this is... I thought more people would vote for the farming KVK in the 3v1. I was surprised that 27% of chat voted for a 2v2, because I think that that is probably the worst option. And as somebody who loves to fight, like, I mean, I don't know. I would just be so upset, bro. I would just be so upset. 5 minutes, it's cooked. Yep. That leak is probably correct. It's possible to discover matchmaking 24 hours before the pop. Yep, we know. That's why I'm hoping that it's not. So we got 5 minutes. Oh. Goodness, man. Yeah, 1 versus 2 versus 1 is dumb. Everyone would just accuse each other of being secret allies. That's very true, actually. I'm glad that you said that. But you know what? That's great content. I'm all here for it. I'm all here for it. Do the 1v2 versus 1. Oh, dude, I have not been drinking enough water recently. I've gone through like two of these, and I've gone to the bathroom like once. (1903 and 3010). Field gonna go so hard. A lol. Or is that sarcasm? 2v2 is the only logical sense if that's a true leak. How is that logical? In your opinion? I just think that there's no way. I think that's the worst case scenario. Honestly. Oh, take a shot for good luck. Dude, I'm just not in a drinking mood, bro. I mean, maybe. Guys, how about this? If we don't get this leaked match, I'll open a beer. But, yeah, I'm not gonna drown my sorrows. Oh no. If that's the match, we will, for real, we will enjoy Zone 4. Dude, I don't want a KVK where I do nothing. I don't do that. That would be the first time I've ever done that in my rock career. That sounds so disgusting to me. That sounds so disgusting. So, I don't know, we'll figure it out. You'll give 50 gifted. 3v1, you outdo them in the field. I do think that we would definitely outdo them in the field. Like I said, we would probably win that. I'm gonna fix that. Dude, I'll take 50 gifted any day, bro. How about this? If we get this match, you buy some gold chests. What's there to even spend on right now, bro? There's literally nothing to spend on. Oh no, I'm back at number 1. If we don't get this matchup, I'll buy you that beer. Well, I appreciate it. Also, I can't see this barb cell. Alright, we got 2 minutes, chat. 2 minutes until all of our hopes and dreams are either crushed or we're happy. 3310 plus 1903 versus 881 and 1175. I mean, yeah, I guess if you're going to do a 2v2, that's good. The holiday event? Guys, I haven't even finished my recharge. This is what I'm telling you guys. I'm like... Oh, I did buy the daily today. I haven't been spending much. Imperial Armaments. Is this speed up value good? Probably. Okay, minute 30. How are my speed ups? They're a lot better than they've ever been at this time. 500 days of training and 914 of unis. For this timeline with this barb chain, it's done me very, very well. Very well. After reset, I will go to sleep. Maybe when I wake up, it will have changed. True. It's great value. Look, you guys are just gold chest hungry, bro. Just. Oh. Alright, chat. We got 1 minute. You guys want to count it down with me as we all sit here and cry? Well, you'll need more for this KVK. Not if we sit in zone 5, bro. This is already way more than I had at this time before last KVK. I mean, hell. I mean, if Zala drops 50 gifted, I'll drop a gold chest in game. I'll use that. New zombie map in Call of Duty. I don't think that's the match that we're getting into, bro. We keep for Tides of War, not zombies, so. I will already say it. RIP. It's chopped. Alright. Here we go. Like it's New Year's. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. I need a heartbeat tracker. 3, 2, 1. All right, opponent found. So sad, bro. God, it's so bad. Wait, why is 1175 not imp? Why is 1175 not imp? I was told that this was their domain. Wait, chat? Why are they not imp? Hold on. Wait. Is 1718 paired with 1175's farm domain? Is that possible? If that's the case, this is a KVK. Or is this their main? Hold on, chat, I'm looking. 1175 is not imp? I don't think that's their main domain. If it's not their main domain, we have a chance. No, it's their main domain. Oh. It's their main domain, but they're not imp. Okay, well, you know what? Let's look them up. $11.75 said that it's their main domain. Dude, how are they not imp? They're like border. 15 bill main alliance? I mean, I guess they have this account, which is a lot of power. Oh, goodness, chat. Yeah, so... well, all I can say is this is probably the worst matchmaking I've ever seen. At least with the 365 KVK and the like 2377. Like, it was pretty clear that I mean, to me, that 2377 would win, but at least like 365 had a chance. You know, the recent 2638 KVK, the recent 2638 KVK and being allied with 2217, also a little bit weird for the matchmaking, like odd, that shouldn't have happened. But this is just bad. This is just bad. So we will see how it goes. No, it's their main. They're just A seed. Yeah, I mean, they've got a lot of KP for a normal A seed. What did Bart say? All right, time to spam Lilith. Yeah, it might be. It might be. 1916 2049 camp, nothing to say. No, so I actually think that the 1916 2049 camp could have been more fair. I think that they just chose their allies wrong. I mean, to be fair, I think that 1846 did a good job in the 1v2, but I also think that 1316 and 1718 were a little bit better. So how did somebody get a correct leak? There's a way that you can go into the game files and see it. I personally don't know how, I just know that people send it to me. Man, you guys in 1981 are going to have a rough time farming DKP in this KVK. Hey, my dude, thank you for the hate watch. I appreciate the comment and the view. Throw a like on the stream if you want. Oh, goodness, chat. Oh, it's so sad. All right, well, there are actually some kingdoms that I am not super familiar with in the matchmaking. So we're going to go ahead and check them out. So I am actually now going to put the pre-KVK scans on here. We're going to minimize them a little bit. Maybe people can see that, maybe they can't. All right, so we're going to go ahead and look these up. So, actually, you know what? We'll just go top down. So, 1903. I know I've been talking about this kingdom a little bit because it was a kingdom that we were kind of interested in fighting. Now we'll see what happens. They are Imperium. They flipped Imperium this offseason. And so I think literally my last stream I was talking about them. But we'll go ahead, and I think that didn't Apo just do a kingdom review on this kingdom? So yeah. Either way, Sineth I think was the one who he did the interview with. Yeah, I mean they've got some good accounts here. I mean, leadership, you got to look at their accounts a little bit differently. You can't always judge the autarchs, but their autarchs are pretty good, and their overall accounts are decent. So, and I know that they put on a lot of weight on purpose to kind of flip up to that next level. There's no way that's 1775's main camp. That would make zero sense. I think it's their main camp. So my only thing is 1175, like their alliance power is, what did we just check? It was 15 billion. 15 billion. So, I mean, you're telling me that they got 21 billion more power, or 21 billion total power? Like, guys, if they have 1.3 trillion KP in a 15 billion alliance, that's a lot of KP right there. I don't know. I'm not in the chats, guys. I'm just reacting to things, all right? I'm just reacting to things. So we will see how things shape up. So we're gonna continue to go down this list. Any like standout accounts? Like anybody familiar with 1903? Familiar with their migration class? Are they like all rank 2 or something? No, there are only 9 people here. This looks like, I don't know. Could be some main accounts, I guess. Just get someone from 1175 or 1718 checking their matchup. True. I don't know if these guys are new migrants or not. Rank 1. This one guy in rank 1. How's this guy? This guy's pretty good. 9-digit. Low 9-digit, but 9-digit. Rank 2 is leadership? Oh, really? Interesting. Interesting structure. Yeah, I mean, they definitely beefed up. Let's see, Apple? Nope. I'm just trying to see if any high power players or anyone that I recognize. I don't know if they're... I've never played against 1903. I mean, I kind of did when I piloted. But, no. I mean, they all keep relatively low power. Like, I don't see any, like, huge Krakens. But, probably a good amount of fighters. Yeah. Mad Achilles. Classic. I hope they don't kick him. That would be bad. All the good people went to 1960? Yeah. 9-digit account. KP is still a little low. That's fine. I feel it is probably the second domain of 1718 and 1175 main domain, but 1175 is overrated. They're not that scared based on their KP. Don't be scared. I mean, I'm not scared, I guess, but it's still just rough. Wind is too strong? Yeah, dude. It's still pretty obvious. Even if they're a little inflated. Alright, so that's 1903. And one kingdom that I actually don't know is 1879. So I don't think I've ever checked them out before. Anybody here familiar with 1879? 1v1 versus 2 with 1175 in 1903 camp. Solo. So that would be good. Maybe that works in Kingsland, but then there's so much drama in that. And while it would be fun, don't get me wrong, it would be fun. And a lot of content, might I add. There's always drama and stuff like that. I like this banner here. 77 lose, or loose, not even lose. 77 loose, 24 recoveries, and 1 win. 1 star. Alright. So, to my knowledge, they're BC. 9.2 million power, main alliance. Their total power in the match is only 11. That's crazy. Honestly, if they're actually at 544 billion KP with this amount of power, these guys hit hard. These guys are solid for sure. 9-digit? No. 8-digit. 8-digit. I guess this is their leadership. Seems like it always seems a little laggy when I try to inspect people. Didn't our second team arc just fight them? I have no idea. Old account. Super old account. Young account. I guess, is this even young, chat? To you guys, or to you guys in chat, is this even a young account? 9-digit, starts with a 1. Excuse me, starts with a 1-3. I mean, this account is like 3 years old. Maybe less. Maybe like 2 3/4. I mean, they're all pretty solid. How many mains do they have? When did the farm start? 22, 69. Do they have 69 farms? Interesting matchup, Kane. Best of luck with Diplo. Same as mine. Same age as mine, about 1K days. 1K days seems low. Really? 1K days is not even 3 years. It's like barely over 2. I guess it's like 2.5. Is this a farm? My goodness. I guess not. Might be main. But these are all farms. I like this organization. DH24, so I can get kicked. And KVK. I actually like that a lot. Yeah, that looks pretty good, dude. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. I mean, 22. So add 22. 47. So you're looking at like 70 mains. A little bit more than that, I guess 80. Wait, no. Is my math okay? 6, 7, yeah, so 80 mains, give or take. Okay, I mean, yeah, this kingdom looks strong. This is like 1981 from a few KVKs ago. Like, super lean, but they hit pretty hard. Honestly, the 1903 camp and 1879 camp should not be taken lightly. From what I have seen, 1903 doesn't punch for their KP. Last KVK they got run the fuck over by less BP 2638. So I will say that 1903's performance last KVK was, I think, under expectation, but at the same time they just beefed up a lot, and so you can't really expect them to put on the same performance. So okay, now we're gonna go to our campmate, who I've definitely never heard of before. 3355. They have the lowest amount of KP in our KVK, and definitely, and they are also the youngest. Not too much younger than 3310, but 3310 is a different animal. What are the predictions of KVK winners? Bro, we don't even have the allies yet. Give me a second. Okay, so this is 3355. I've never heard of them before. Apparently they're 4-0. 11 million power main alliance. So I will give them a little bit of a break because they are so young. You know, natives generally have lower amounts of KP, which is fine, but it also means that they're gonna not hit super hard in the field. So let's look at some of their accounts. Now remember, this is our ally, and yeah, I mean, we're at 850, you know. Okay. So far, no huge accounts. I think this account's insane though. Look at this account, chat. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. You think catfish or not? How are we feeling about this one? Catfish or not? It seems like some legitimate photos here. They're not like, you know how the catfish ones are always like way too clear and like almost have an AI feeling to them? Maybe. Yeah, Siri from the Witcher. 3310 for sure got hair on their chest after their last KVK. Yeah, but they didn't really fight much. I mean, they definitely got smacked, you know, by 2377, but so did, you know, everybody else in that KVK. Alright. Yeah, so far, there are not a lot of, I'll say, strong accounts in this kingdom. Chat, this is our campmate, by the way. Not bad. Any, like, larger names? Nope. Gold Chest King. Chat, do we think that this guy's dropping a lot of gold chests? Camps 2 and 3 versus 1 and 4. Oh no, sorry. Camps 2 and 3 versus 1 and 2. So how are we gonna fight each other? We're gonna fight ourselves. So 2 and 3 versus 1 and 4, I guess. Yeah, chat. There are not a ton of people that I would deem fighters in this kingdom here. What do we think? And again, I'll give them a little bit of credit because they are young accounts. One of their bigger accounts here. What do we think? What do we even do, Kane? Well, this is not my job, so I'm hoping that Moof is having fun in Discord right now. 3 versus 1, free for all. I think there's no way to balance it, unfortunately. I cannot believe that Lilith did this, bro. So brutal. Okay, yeah, I think I'm done looking through this kingdom. Dirty Mac. All right, well, I'm hoping that their leadership is responsive and they can surprise me. So that's 3355. So great. What is the next game that we should look at? I guess you guys want to take a look at 1981 for all of you out there. I do feel like a lot of you are familiar with 1981. $1718 is strong, but 1175 is too terrible for a free-for-all. I think a free-for-all is not what we should aim for. But also at the same time, I have no idea how you make this fair. Alright, so we'll look at 1981 for all of you new-time viewers. By the way, we do have 157 people in the stream right now. That is quite a lot for this time frame. So appreciate all you being here. Make sure to throw a like on the stream. If you aren't familiar, I'm in 1981. We just got arguably the worst KVK matchup I've ever had. Unless like 1175 like completely sleeps, in which case I have no idea. It's 3v1 off the table. Or 1v3, either way. No, it's not off the table. We'll see. So, that's individual kills. Whoops. We go alliance kills. We are a little bit less because we had to remove some people at the last minute. Gave them vacation permits and stuff. But we are at about like 5... I mean, this is accurate. Yeah, 535. Maybe there's some person in K that I don't know about. Or like 540 or 840. So we're 840. We had a really good migration in. As far as our alliance members, we've got our glorious R5, who was in the chat earlier. So this is Moof. All right, Red, who's done awesome. Really good player. We have myself. All right, chat. Little shout out to myself here. Got my highest autark last KVK. So, yep. Good job. Good job. Franz. Oh, not reinforcing. Franz, who has also done pretty well for us. Payne, who was an old R4, and has now come back. Hey, Forza, you're in the chat. Barker accepted at 1029. Oh, I don't know if you want that, bro. I don't know if you want that. I can't watch you get bummed. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. Keta, one of our newer migrants, actually from 3143. So the fact that we're in KVK with 3310 now, which is where a lot of 3143 went, is a little bit awkward. Velo, does a lot of our mapping, warleading, similar with Full Luck, although he's been our gold pit guy for a little while. Das, our self-proclaimed rank 1 free-to-play. I guess Hemby, our territory guy, as well as Dark, who is our territory guy, who we're just telling, hey man, we know you don't field much, just make a range march. Rank 2, and these are all of our new migrants who clearly a lot of people on. We have 46 people online right now. Clearly a lot of people. Clearly a lot of people are interested in seeing us get bent over by matchmaking. YOLO, who is also named K9, who is fighting in the whatever, I can't even remember their name right now, I'm sorry, Bus Drivers Kingdom. Can't remember the kingdom number, but we'll skip over them for now. But we got Vel, who's had some bad KVKs recently. Got to step it up here. Pleasure's gonna say you betrayed again. Did he ever say that we betrayed? Serve, one of our newer migrants. Yeah. Anyway, I feel like you guys all. Oh, here's Mr. Death, who he's probably watching right now. So, slip him a 20. He changes his mind. Well, I'll leave that be. All right. So, anyway, you guys know 1981. I'm not here to show 1981. More so to talk about everything else. So, 1903 is a lot weaker than 1718. I don't know about a lot weaker, but probably weaker, yeah. All right, let's get lucky, chat. What's up, Davey? $11.75 really. Dude, I thought my game just crashed. $11.75 really sucks for the KP. Yeah, you've said that a few times. And I'll just keep my mouth shut. I do think that they punch below their power. Is all I can say. So. Oh my God, it's me. Well, I appreciate you dropping another 5, bro. And the more viewers we have in here, the less odds that Das will actually get a membership. But I do appreciate your 5, Death. I think now, dude, I think now you might actually be my highest overall gifted member. I think you've gifted, like, it's got to be over 50 at this point, which is quite a lot, dude. So as always, I do appreciate your support. I am sorry if I seem a little bit bummed on stream, chat. This is not the matchup that I wanted, so I do apologize if I seem a little bit angry or just not as excited as I might have been. So, but I'm gonna go ahead, do 5 push-ups. No, 25 push-ups. See if that changes the mind at all. Oh. Woo. All right. Oh. And honestly, yes, the memberships always help get the emotions up, huh? Goodness gracious. All right, well, Death, again, I appreciate that. So let me go ahead and change this. Justin got it before Das, indeed. All right, 1175 is not good. Their fighting power and activity doesn't match their KP based on record. Guys, while I don't disagree, are you going to tell me that 1175 is equal to a kingdom like 3355? Right? Like, what? How do we like say, you know, exactly what they're worth? Did you hear the news? Lilith is looking for a new matchmaking major. They just fired their current one. God, I hope so. Goodness, I hope so. What did you want? What was your ideal match? We would have been happy with a lot. I mean, guys, you can literally replace, like, I don't know. If, like, 1903... Well, I don't know. Like, put 1718 in their own camp and just, like, have 1175 do their own KVK. Like, I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense, dude. But as far as an ideal match, I mean, We would have liked to play a lot of these kingdoms. I mean, like 3310 is around our power and KP. Like, we would have liked to play them. 1903 would have liked to play them under like a controlled environment, right? Like all this stuff. And even 1175 and 1718, like, we're not scared of them, but the problem is that they're grouped, and I don't know why the hell they're grouped. How's the bag looking? Bag's looking great. I mean, resource wise, I got plenty. Good luck on the KVK, by the way. I appreciate it, man. So, I don't think 1175 is much better than 1879. If they are even better, that would be a crazy statement. I mean, 1179, don't get me wrong, from what I saw in their 80 players, or I think that's what I said, 80 players, like, they look like they hit pretty hard. So, but 1175 cannot be that weak. All right, so you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go ahead and check out 1175, since that's what a lot of this conversation is about. It's about 1175, right? So how much, and I know that we kind of looked at them earlier. How much are they really worth? And guys, like I said, there's no way, I mean, we can look at past KVKs and stuff, but like, you do still have this account. And while, you know, people can argue that it doesn't take many deads for the power, you know, it still is on the field and is a strong and well-known account. I mean, obviously this guy is a huge Kraken, right? Like, are you telling me that all these players just aren't going to fight this KVK? Like, I understand that, like, if they get paired against, like, 1093 or 1960, like, yeah, they're going to get crushed, but in AC KVKs, I don't think there's any way. I mean, like, these are some decent accounts. And this one trades pretty negative, but even 63 million kills, it's not bad. That's blocked. That's not great. I don't know why I just canceled out there. But this could be like a purchase account or something. Yeah, I mean, like, these accounts are still going to fight. I think assuming that they wouldn't is just kind of naive. What? When did Clubman's account get here? Has Clubman account... Has it... Does this even... Is this even still active? Like, I don't even understand this, bro. I mean, yeah, so you literally cannot assume that they won't fight. I think that would be folly. All right, let me catch up on chat here. 2377 has a match. No, they got no much found. Yeah. Hey, Hulk Smash, how are you, man? Been a while. You ignored my in-game DM. I see you in chat. But yeah, they are strong. Fought them with 3004 and got decimated. Yeah, it happens. Technically, us in 93 could have been in this KVK. Yeah, I mean, thank God that didn't happen. Does the 1 billion power account even play anymore? Yeah, she plays. Been here for 4 KVKs. Nice. It went there when 2429 disbanded, so does it... He is active? Yeah, I mean... Like, that account alone will give us trouble. I mean, we played against Itachi last KVK. You guys remember that? We took, like... How much power did we take off Itachi? 300 million? We took 300 million power off Itachi. And assuming that, like, all they do is fill, I mean, there's... I mean, 1981 is only so strong. No way, I never ignore you, bro. I think, yeah, I think I don't have a response from you. I think I sent... You're God King Hulk in game, right? At least, that's what I assume. Ooh. What would you like the allies to look like? Dude, I have no idea, man. I mean, if it is a 2v2, I guess technically we're the weakest camp. You could make the argument. Right? Like, 1903 and 1879 are, I mean, they're stronger than our camp, right? So you can put our camp against, like, 1020 and 3310. And so, you know, then you would have to match up Camp 1 and Camp 3. So it would be like 2 and 4 versus 1 and 3. If it's a 2v2, which I would hate. Because I just think that we would win that. I mean, assuming like, you know, 1175 and 1718 are active, which, I mean, maybe 1175 only punches at like 1 trillion total KP, but you know, they're still good. Yeah, I mean, if we 1v1 3310 and 1020 in zone 5, right? You know, I'd be happy. You skipping other kingdoms purposely? What do you mean skipping? We're registered. This is our pop. So, you know, we are in KVK. It is official. I mean, even though like 2377 and 1093 registered this KVK, we did register with them. Like, 1981 is very clear on our kingdom policy. We try never to skip more than once. Like that's very clear. And so sometimes you got, it's not that we got fucked, it's like the way that we got fucked, right? Like there are just better ways to do this matchmaking. I simply don't understand. Like if we got 2377 in this KVK and we were with a bunch of B seeds, like yeah, we would just say that it just sucks. There's nothing we can do. 2377 registered and we were one of the unfortunate B seed A seeds that got matched with them, right? Like that is what it is. But the fact that they got no match found and then Lilith came up with this makes absolutely no sense. Can Lilith allow all of us to vote to skip this KVK and just re-enter offseason? That would be kind of hilarious, actually. So KVK is over before it started. Yeah, it's one of the worst things I've ever seen, I think. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, I don't know, man. Let's continue to look around. So we already looked over 3355. I can say ton of young accounts. Not super impressed, but you know, hopefully that they can prove me wrong. I was wrong about our last opponents when we played against Blood Lackey's camp with like, I don't even remember the other kingdom names or numbers. I think it was 2774 and 3000 kingdoms, and I think that they did way better than I thought they would, but they also had a touch and all that stuff. So either way. Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at 1718, since this is, I would say, probably the strongest kingdom in our matchmaking. So why is he flamed over this matchmaking? Why am I upset? Just because it's unbalanceable. It's not who we're fighting, it's how we're fighting. Matchmaking is done manually, right? No, it's a formula. I don't doubt that they have like the ability to go in and manually change it, but from my understanding, it's a formula. So this is, yeah, probably the strongest kingdom. Insane sets. Who is this player? Mr. Ass. Nice. I do agree that it just feels like 1718 feels out of place. I heard they got no much found. They're crazy. Yeah, so that's what I mean. Why is 1718 in this KVK? And why do they have the strongest other opponent or other ally? And if you want to argue that 1903 is the other strongest ally, then that's fine. Like they have less power and less KP than 1175. But if you want to say that 1903 is stronger than 1175, that's fine. But now you're comparing those two 1-to-1, and now you're comparing 1718 to 1879, and that's like not even close to, you know, comparable. So it's just the more that I talk about it, the more it's gonna upset me, man. 1718 Star Hunting Kingdom lost last one. Not gonna allow 1v3 to risk another loss. I don't think they're gonna risk a 1v3 either. I won't call them a Star Hunting Kingdom though. I don't know them well enough. But if you do good diplomacy and pair up with 1718 or 1903, then it works out. Have you all decided on allies? So how does that work out in our favor? That just means we win. In my opinion, right? Like, if you say that we equal Earth Camp, then you have to say that Greenwood equals Fire Camp. And I just don't think that's the case at all. Like, So what does good diplomacy mean? Does good diplomacy mean that we win the KVK? No. Good diplomacy means that we have a good fight. And with this kind of matchmaking, it's like impossible to have a good fight. Yeah, I mean 17-18 has, I mean these accounts are good. I'd like to see some of these autarchs a little higher after the KVK that they just had against 13-16. Or no, against 1846. But I mean they're still strong nonetheless. Hope we ally 17-18, 1175, so we at least get a zone 4 and pass 7. Yeah, but I mean, like, it's possible, right? Like, we could ally them and have some fun in zone 5, but like, do you think our opponents are gonna allow that? If those are our opponents, right? Well, I'm checking another chat. All right. Oh, 17-18 fought 23-77. Who am I thinking? Who was paired with That's right. It was 1188, right? 1188 and 1316. Yeah, something like this happened to Dragos 1916 way back. Just happened to also be 2 Korean kingdoms as well, both that filled their hospitals to mess with the matchmaking. So, now they kind of got rid of that because power no longer affects your matchmaking rating. So, you know, Storm, get out of here. It's all your fault, dude. Storm is an unlucky charm, and Bark. We recruited 2 unlucky charms, and now look at us. Yeah. So, I mean, obviously 17-18 is great. They're good. I think 17-18, 33-55, 1981, 10-20. The power still does. It's not implemented yet. Dude, didn't they announce that like 8 or 9 months ago? How is... Are you sure about that? Seems like it was only tested once in that 1 KVK. That doesn't seem... I was talking to support about it. They said that it doesn't matter anymore. My illegal migrants don't look so bad now, does it? I guess not. But it makes it more weird because how they are put in the same camp when true power is still a factor. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, even if that's the case, and it still just makes no sense. Definitely cooked. Yeah, like, Chile, I agree with you, man. Like, there's literally a way to make this KVK still matter. Like still be more balanced. With the kingdoms in here, like, there's still a way to make it more balanced. And this is one thing that I will say. And when we were discussing possibilities of this matchup in my own Kingdom Discord, so I think that 1981 had a really, really strong performance last KVK. Obviously, you guys are all viewers here. You guys know what happened last KVK. We ended up getting, just because of the amount of fighting, not because 1981 is anything super crazy, but just because of the amount of fighting. 1981 got like 112 billion KP, which is great. By far our record. Really, really strong performance. But, you know, if they're going to say that previous matchmaking is a factor now, or previous KVK performance is a factor, then maybe Lilith, you know, thought that we would just get that amount of KP all the time. Like, I don't know. Maybe that's their policy. And so, you know, if we are a kingdom that gets 100 billion KP every KVK, then, you know, we're cracked. We're crazy. But yeah. 1780, the strongest kingdom I've ever faced. They legit swarmed everything. And not a single player without Mex Tech. They make them at least buy 1 Mountain Warfare. Yeah, dude. I mean, I know that they're good, bro. So why do they have 1175 as a campmate? This matchmaking is hilarious. It's actually the worst matchmaking, yeah, I've ever seen. And I really don't want to keep saying that, but you know, for this to Lilith, like, this needs to be fixed immediately. I mean, this is just absolutely disgusting. Oh, John, that depends on how you value Mimi. I personally would put 1981 above them. Maybe. I killed 8. You clearly don't like 1175, which is fine. Like you said, it's a value thing, so it depends on how you value that kingdom as a whole. But with that said, like, I don't know, they're still huge compared to us, realistically, right? Let's spam Charles Martel. Oh, you're lucky. I don't even have Charles Martel, bro. I'm not even VIP enough, bro. What the fuck? 1981 above Mimi? No way. Yeah, like, I personally would not say that, but yeah. Not to mention they're all true power. Yeah, like, even if you say that Mimi doesn't get a lot of deads, you know, like, well, she does get a lot of deads. She's got more deads in 1 KVK than, you know, I've ever had. But in relative to her power, right? It's still us needing to take 200 to 300 million power off of 1 account. You think 2377 and 1718 are on the same level? Did anybody say that? I don't think so. No, 2377 is much stronger. All right, chat. What is another kingdom that I am unsure of here? So we'll actually look at both 1020 and 3310. Wait, so it was 1718 and 3310 as allies, right? Against 2377 for most of last KVK? Is that correct? Somebody in chat correct me if I'm wrong. And then 365. All right, so we'll look at 1020 first. Actually, when got cooked by matchmaking, they could have balanced this KVK so well, but they trashed the matchmaking. It's almost like they did it intentionally, which makes no sense to me. Like, it's so bad that it looks intentional. Risen, how are you? I mean, 1175 KVK against 2359 didn't look too convincing. Yeah, but 2359 is pretty good. Did you already look at my kingdom already in 3355? I did. It was the very first one we looked at. And I hope I don't hurt your feelings. I don't think I said anything bad, but it's definitely a young kingdom. I didn't see a lot of strong fighting accounts there, personally. So I think that their, you know, KVK 1 through 4 record is great, but yeah. Yeah, 3310 made 50 billion, and 1718 did 70 billion last KVK. So, that's what I mean. So that storm, in essence, is exactly what I mean by, I think Lilith Matchmaking is valuing 1981 way too highly, right? Like, 1981 almost did the same KP as both those kingdoms combined, right? But, like, realistically, we're not even close to as strong as both those kingdoms combined, right? So, if that's how they did this KVK, I mean, I have no words. Like, I literally have no words. If all that matters is recent KVK KP, I mean, that's just going to be disgusting, right? Going to be absolutely disgusting. Okay, so we're going to look at 1020. I think this is 1020, right? Yeah, 1020. Okay, ancient account, not too much KP, VAP 20, but could be a bot account or something. I have no idea. Have no idea. Could perform super well. Another old account. Decent autark. Alright. We're just gonna hope that this is their territory lead or something. Okay. Alright. Big Poppy over here. With the elephant. Must be a subscriber. Decent autark score here. By the way, this autark score is getting like less and less indicative of how strong somebody is. Just because, you know, 6 KVKs is a lot. You know, like, this person could have gotten no KP the last few KVKs, but his highest, he had a 64. Like, you never really know. Like, is that his average? Or is that, like, an outlier? You can't really tell. But either way, it's still a good autark score. Basic bitch. Oh, dude. How many of you guys have seen this movie, White Chicks? Oh, one of my favorite movies of all time. Yo, Kirby, how are you, man? It is just horrible. Makes me legit not want to spend a dime on this KVK. I'm pissed off. Pistol beat, yep. In 1981, by the way. I share your anger. We spend way too much time and money for this to even be a consideration. I do agree, man. Blue Camp cheating, classic matchmaking by Lilith. Dude, I'm telling you, they must just love Mimi's gold chest or something. Trump got to sign an executive order and fix Lilith matchmaking. That would be hilarious. Little Red Hulk action. I mean, 3310 looks decent. And they're pretty high power. They have some decent accounts here. Harry, my guy. I would definitely put 10, 20. I mean, obviously they have more KP and more power, right? But I'd put 10, 20 above 3355 as far as what I would expect from them. But they're definitely not a powerhouse. Not sure if you guys know about this, but how our stats website's able to predict KVK matchups before Lilith announcement. So yeah, it's essentially there's a leak. Look, I don't know exactly how to do it. All I know is that for the last 2 Ties of War KVKs, some people have been able to go into the game files and it'll tell you. This is a big account. How many deads on it though? That's the real question. Okay, a lot of deads. Yeah, this account's good. Any other large notable accounts here? Oh, I like this avatar frame. Oh, no, I don't. It's not the right one. No, like, super large accounts. 130 mil. This account's decent. Okay. Yeah, I mean, what do we think about 1020, chat? Decent? Can somebody give the TLDR on what's the issue with the matchmaking? I don't know. Lilith just has a tumor or something. I don't know. Make matchmaking great again. Wait, I think I saw somebody named like Trumpy or something. Yeah, Trumpsy. There you go. This is Trump, secretly. James. Hi, BK. I'm in 3355. All right. Excited to play with you and all the other great kingdoms. Hey, it's going to be an interesting one, and thanks for tuning in. We are going to have fun in camp regardless. We'll see what ends up happening, but I like your enthusiasm. I am definitely not liking the matchmaking. And nothing wrong with you guys. Let me be very clear. You guys are awesome. Lilith just kind of bent us over a little bit. But yeah, we will see how it goes. All right, so that was 1020. Let's go ahead and take a look at 3310, because I know that they had a pretty rough KVK against 2377. We got some of their players, actually, ironically. Storm in chat. Not Storm Boy, but yep. The other Storm that was in chat came from there. Sean, who was also in chat earlier, I believe. There's one of the Mad Achilles accounts. All right. Max was the king of 3143. Now, clearly, helping leadership here as well. A lot of familiar names. Bot Impossible. Bot Impossible. Wasn't he streaming on a Kraken account or something? I think I saw a stream from him. Alright. Jamie. Groot. K9. Almost got K9 to us. That was close. Cube. They definitely thinned, I would say. These looks like some of the farms, rank 2. Maybe these are the new migrants? What do we think? Dickless. Is this guy Dickless? Oh. Yeah, Odo went to 1032. I hope you guys do a farming KVK. I just don't want to do one, bro. Like, what would I rather do, bro? A farming KVK or get shit on, you know? Like, farming KVK just doesn't sound right coming out of my mouth. Yeah, bot streams on Ottoman's account? That's right. Next KVK, we all gotta be over 1k unis. So glad you denied Bark. Unfortunately, we didn't deny Bark. Bark's in here. R2 are new migrants. Oh, this is a big boy, huh? My goodness. Time to use money for other things? Yeah. A good account. Is that 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? This is a super young account. Yeah, this is a good one. Not too many new migrants, but some decent ones. Yeah, kicked a lot of high KP deadweights. Fair enough. I chose to get shit on when we fought 2049 in a 3v3. True. Give Bark unused tech money for Lost Kingdom bundles. Hey, Bark's been good. And actually, when he's getting along with people well, I think. All right, so that's 3310. I think we've gone through most of the kingdoms. Talking about 1029. Oh. Oh, man. Also, Ruz, you did send me a DM on Discord. Let me double check. Okay. Oh, Bugle's true. Okay, hello, I know that you guys can't see what I'm reading, so just give me a moment to read this out loud. What is the 20th registration matchmaking algorithm? January 20th, so, alright. Is it the old one or the new one that was tested on November 25th? Thank you for contacting us. The matchmaking rule is still the old one. You're welcome. The January 6th registration will be the old one. Can I ask if the new matchmaking is in full effect yet? Or is it still happening randomly? We suggest you pay attention to the announcement. Okay, all they said that it's the old one. I'm not entirely sure if that confirms. Like, I would have liked them to say flat out, true power does not matter in the matchmaking. So I'll probably send them another DM myself. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see, chat. Either way, the matchmaking now doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Of course, we denied him. Yeah, look. Clearly, Kane fell for Bark's sob story. I wouldn't say it was a sob story, but there was definitely some drama behind that acceptance. All right, Isaac. So I've been hearing, yeah, what the fuck is that matchmaking? It's terrible. That's what it is. So I've been hearing to inscribe Hunter on a single target commander, though it seems more useful on a commander that does AoE, as it will still do the whole 10% if it's in a 1v1 or swarming situation. Put it on your best march and your best armament. Don't worry about AoE or single target. They're both good. Some man was talking about your KVK on stream. Want to run back our last KVK instead? Yeah, but you're not getting the star if we run that back. If we run it back and everything's the same, you guys drop your fort. They run away, we get the star, okay? We know that's how that would go. Oh, man. Yeah, Hope 60-6 is doing well, though. Hey, Mad Mania, acting like I didn't do 2 billion KP last KVK. Yeah, I did well. Lilith got to learn from DeepSeek and open source their matchmaking. I think that they really should. It shouldn't be as much of a secret as it is. I'll continue to chain a little bit while I cry. Leave the goat Bark alone. Clearly Bark's got some reputation in this chat, huh? Bark, where's your account at? Are you in rank 2? Hey, Moof RR5. By the way, you guys hear my my text to speak? Your first super on stream. Why, thank you. I think you've donated before. How is that possible? Move, thank you, man. Yeah, honestly, if you want to send out a bugle to all kingdoms saying, I mean, Lilith matchmaking is absolutely terrible, then yeah, I mean, I wouldn't disagree with you. Drums is the new meta accessory. Will you use more drums? No. I've got 5 drums. It's enough. Also, do I think that drums are better than ring? My answer to that is also no. To my knowledge, the testing that they're doing is only damage output when not being targeted. And they're not accounting for when the ring procs and you're doing counterattack damage, normal attack damage, all that kind of stuff. I would still also like to know what commanders they're using. Like, are they using William? Like, how many commanders they're using? Do I think the drums is a better accessory than ring? No, I do not. I think that ring is still better. I do think that the conversation is interesting, though. And I do also think that the matter of fact that this could proc and then you run away is true. But yeah, so. Their testing was drums versus horn, not drums versus ring. I saw both testing. I think they did both. They did drums versus horn as well, and that was almost the same, but yeah, I mean, obviously horn is better. I'm not entirely sure where all this hype between, you know, just the rage came from. I guess I kind of understand it, but yeah, I mean, look, I like my drums. I have 5. I'll never dismantle them. But yeah, chat. I mean, also remember, drums get significantly worse with less marches. So it's like if you have, you know, one of your marches, same with like buffing marches, like Trajan gets a lot worse when he's the last one alive, right? Like all this stuff. So like ring is just constantly good on every march you have. Like ring is just good. Other testing was drums versus horn, not drums versus ring. Oh, cool. I didn't watch the Chisgul testing. I do think it's yeah, I mean, I think it's interesting, but I mean, there's not much to min-max anymore at this point, so the rage argument just gets brought up again. That's true. We've done a lot, and I don't like. How do I say this respectfully? I don't even trust the battle simulator. Ever since it would try and release or give me like battle tests of like release commanders, like new commanders, and it said that Richard Charles Martel beat like a Hugo Nevsky or something by like 10k sevs. As soon as I saw that, I never trusted the battle simulator again. What is the best accessories for Liu Che? Depends on if you're using him as a solo march or you're using him in your murder ball. I mean, as a solo march, I would probably go either horn with Greatest Glory, or I would go ring with Greatest Glory. You can get away with either. Now, as a murder ball, I really liked putting like a dagger on your Liu Che because it procs with this skill. But now, I think if you're running Arthur Primary, he should have your debuffing accessories. So I would probably put like my web and dagger both on Arthur and just spread debuffs with my active skill. I mean, 220 is the max no matter what. Yeah, that is true. I think drums are interesting if you have a lot of KVK weapons. Why would the KVK weapons matter? I mean, look, the reason why I have 5 drums, and guys, don't get me wrong, like, don't get me wrong, I love drums, and I love generating rage. Like, this conversation is good for me, you know? But at the same time, like, yeah, I don't think drums are all that. I think they're just, it's very simple. They're just a slightly worse version than a horn. So, you know, it is what it is, and it's great. I don't think we should overcomplicate it as much. I did like the silent trial testing only because it was kind of a meme. And you could theoretically like make somebody gain like very little rage, but that's been theorized forever. Sorry, and I missed, who was I showing? I was showing Bark on stream. Sorry, go ahead. I know that I've teased you to get you on stream before. Hold on, where are you? Farmer Bark. This is our new migrant. A little bit of drama happened in his last KVK. I will say that, or at least in his last kingdom. But I'll give people a second chance, and yeah. I'm using Ring Greatest Glory on one account and Ring Dagger on my other, Liu Che, and both do great. I tried Horn, rarely got to a breakpoint. Yeah, so I mean, what I would honestly say is I would go Ring with Greatest Glory if I was like running at an altar or something. Damn, you got no KP, bro. To my knowledge, that was I'll just say, a recently acquired account. He's only played on it for 2 KVKs, and he got 2 billion KP last KVK. I mean, I use, like, when I take this thing to altar, right, like, I use this, but it's also, I mean, a Iconic 4 crit horn will do better than, especially at an altar, right, than, like, I don't know, web or a dagger. What are your thoughts on Belly Prime? I like him. I don't think he's better than, I still don't think he's better than William. It's close. And people are saying bench like Nevsky for Belly Prime. I wouldn't do that in a million years. I think he's good, but people overvalue this expertise a lot. And, you know, for the exact same reason, I can't even find him. For the exact same reason that, you know, people are now skeptical of the horn, or not the horn, sorry, drums. It's like, how often do you hit something and then run away? And how often are all 5 of your marches hitting something? Right? Like, in the field, usually it's like 1 or 2 marches hit something, you're back. You know, 1 or 2 marches are hitting something, you're back. William, 1,000 damage factor. It's for the same reason that, I mean, it's 1,500 damage factor, I think, and he has an instant proc, but it's the debuff. Like this, you know, cannot benefit from skill damage, and then you're giving 150 rage. Guaranteed to all your marches, and this rage still stacks even if they're not hitting something. So the same reason why people are liking drums so much. You know, why people are liking drums so much is like, you know, they give you rage no matter where you are. So this is the same thing. Your marches are always hitting the same thing. That's just an issue as you're spreading your march speed. My march speed is actually very even. I am hitting, you know, one march constantly, but, you know, I would still say that Belly Prime, you know, most often, I mean, the rage reduction happens, right? But the 200 rage requirement to use, I don't know how often that actually affects something. The William active skill does more damage, technically, right? Has an instant proc, and, I mean, this has a smaller instant proc. I also don't like the conditional skill damage increase, but, I mean, you'd be happy with both. I run both on the field. I mean, honestly, if I were to run, I mean, the way that I do run my 5 marches now is, or I guess 7 marches is I run, well, actually I can pull them out. Here. And like I said, guys, I have William, or I have Belly Prime. This is wrong. Why is this wrong? Oh, this is, because I was doing protect the supplies. Whoops. Which, by the way, chat, number 1. But yeah. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, so I run Nevsky William, Huo with Belly, and then I run Joan with Arthur. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is. You can disagree, and I wouldn't judge you for it, but I personally would run my William over my Belly Prime. I have run both Huo and William, and Huo with Belly Prime in the field. William trades a little bit better. Obviously, like, Nevsky William is way better than Nevsky Belly, unless you're a bus driver, in which case he somehow got that to trade really well in one zone. But yeah, and I just like the debuff more. Should always be 5+ surrounded. Doesn't have to be your 5 marches. That is touching. Also counts for allies. That is true. And Belly is so great because it buffs all allies all the time. Yeah, I mean, look, I think that I would put William power level and Belly power level at the exact same. For swarming and stuff, you know, Belly is definitely way better. For sure, not even close. So, but for field, the debuff and the buff is really just quite insane. The debuff is like super underrated. I think the 20 defense and the 150 rage is fine. How many targets is it? Is it 3 or 5? Hold on. For the rage buff. It's 5. Dude, that's a lot of rage generation. Belly is better in every scenario? Well, you and I have had this conversation before, but I disagree. Is Joan Arthur better than Nevsky Arthur? I'd say is like a singular cab march. Yeah. Just way more damage. I do agree that Nevsky is getting old, though. I mean, I'm sitting here talking about William and saying that Nevsky's getting old. But yeah. I think the question should be if you would rather run Joan Belly or Nevsky Belly if you run 2 cav. Nevsky Belly in the field sounds absolutely disgusting. Look, Bus Driver apparently ran it and it worked, but it's 2 single target commanders. That drops rage all the time. I just... Ugh. Nevsky Joan, I mean? Joan Belly over Nevsky Joan? No, I would never bench Nevsky for... I would never bench Nevsky for Belly. Nevsky honestly underperforming for how much defensive stats he is. My Nevsky did very well last KVK. Also, 45% defense reduction does way more than 12% all damage for 3 seconds. Now it's 3 seconds. And I understand it's not permanent. But also he's just a better commander. Way more stats. I mean, I've run Belly in almost every combination. It's usually always paired on the commander that does the worst, unless I was running XY, in which case XY would do the worst. But I ran XY Belly. I ran XY Belly, and that did really bad. I swapped to XY William, and that did better than XY Belly. And then I ran Huo with Belly. That's why I swapped it up. So my Huo Belly XY William did better than my Huo William XY Belly. Which, you know, doesn't really have anything to do with Belly, but, like, yeah. More about how bad XY was. Huo Arthur and Nevsky Arthur? I would say Nevsky Arthur just for the debuff, and I think that Nevsky is a better commander than Huo for your Murder Ball, but, like, you'll probably get better trades singularly with Huo. But I've seen some ridiculous reports with both, so I think you'd be happy with either. You think Philip is worth it? I do. I think Philip's quite good. I think if you run 5 marches, he's not needed. You can still run Liu Che Alex and be happy. And then you just run, you know, Liu Che Alex, Ragnar Skip, and then Nevsky Joan, Huo Arthur, and Zeal Herman. Zook Herman was my worst KP March. That's interesting. But I feel like it's that way for a lot of people. Ironically, my last KVK, it was actually my 2nd highest KP March, or 3rd highest KP March, but it didn't trade the best. So it did a ton of damage, but it just didn't trade the best. 45% defense is better than 12% all damage on all your marches. Yeah, I mean, think about it as all your marches ignore 45% defense. When you say it like that, right? Like debuff, in my opinion, like debuff is, I mean, they're all debuffs. The 12% debuff is the same. Nevsky is better than Belly. Belly is better than William. I'd say Nevsky is better than Belly. Belly is situationally better than William for swarming, like 1 target. But I think that for the field, Belly equals William, in my experience, in my opinion. I just like the William debuff and buff too much, man. How are you going, to boss? Hope Fame is doing well. I realize that I'm not really doing much on stream. I'm just kind of talking to the chat, which I suppose is a good thing. So, the 45% is way too inconsistent because it is after active skill goes off. That's the reason why Belly is a better debuff. Yeah, I mean it applies. Like yeah, you don't get the 45% debuff with the, like at the same time this hits, but you get it on the secondary commander and all your other commanders. But yeah. Like guys, I see all your reasoning, but I think that you could honestly interchange all these commanders and they would do about the same. I play marches, and okay, before I read that comment, I will say this. I will say that Nevsky is a better commander than Huo. But if you want to trade a little bit better on an individual march, you can run Huo. I would say that William is a bit better commander than Belly. But that's because I believe he brings more to my murder ball. I create my murder ball by like the most overall debuffs buffs I can get instead of how each march trades individually, which is why I run my setup like I do. So yeah. All right, let me go ahead and run that. So I play 4 marches: Liu, William Wallace, Ragnar Skip, Nessie Arthur, and Huo Joan. I have 1 Imp Dagger. What other 4 accessories should I craft? 1 Greatest Glory, 2 Horn. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. I mean, you have no rings, which is odd. Now, if you go about the latest craze, they'll tell you not to craft rings, but I mean, you're not going to be sad with 4 rings, bro. Also, I mean, I don't like Huo Joan. I would rather go Huo Arthur and Nevsky Joe. Just more synergy there. So. Am I using Arthur? Yeah. 1 march, I would use Joan Arthur. 2 marches, I run Nevsky Joan and Huo Arthur. And then 3 marches, I run Nevsky William, Huo Belly, and then Joan with Arthur again. It's boring me in Lost Kingdom. Yeah, if there's no fighting. Like this KVK might be. Woo! I'm kidding. Yeah, Nevsky debuffs also require at least 1 other march to attack the same target and procs 30 to 45% on the skill. That is true. Yep. But yeah, I mean, that same argument could be made with the belly, right? Like, if it's if you only have 1 target on it, right? The belly debuff is actually terrible. It does nothing, right? So, yeah. I do like belly, bro. Don't get me wrong. I like belly, but I would not value him too highly. It's 2 a.m. I have 2 rings, not horns. Then I would craft some horns then. Who are you using with Arthur? I use either Joan or Huo, depending on the situation. Best 6 marches? Depends on if you use a range march or not. And because I'm not a range user, I will say don't use a range march. So you'll go 2-2-2. You'll run ZL Herman, Asher Philip, in my opinion. Now you can also run ZL Philip and then Asher wait, what did I just say? Okay, no. ZL with Herman and then Asher with Philip is how I would run my 2 archers. And then Nevsky Joan, Huo with Arthur, and then, you know, Liu Che with William Wallace or Alex, and then Rag with Skippy. Or my 6. And I did see somebody just talk about ZL with Philip, and I will say that march is good, but I feel like Philip just does super well behind any archer, which is obviously nice, and so naturally, I think that your Arthur, or sorry, not Arthur, Asher, I get those 2 confused sometimes, is your weak spot. I would rather buff that and keep my ZL Herman paired together. How do you run your best pizza topping setup? I'm hungry. I'm a pretty basic guy when it comes to pizza, man. I'm a pepperoni jalapeno guy. Pretty easy. Pretty easy. I noticed I haven't really been chaining much. I got a new account too, so this week's been great. Nice, man. Congratulations. Switch 1879 and 3355. Switch 1775 and 1020. You literally have a somewhat fair KVK right there. I agree. I don't know what Lilith is smoking. Oh, I'm in the Diplo chat now. Uh-oh. Oh, it's getting spicy. I can leak it. You guys want me to link or leak what's happening behind the scenes right now? I think for most players, Nevsky is still better than Belly, but when things die as fast as they do in high seeds, and especially in Orleans, Belly is going to have priority. And not many people play Orleans. And yes, Belly will have higher priority than Nevsky in Orleans because you can use Nevsky support skills in Orleans, but you can't use Belly support skills. So if I could slap this skill on another cab march, like that would be crazy, right? So yeah, I'd probably bench the Nevsky in that case. I still don't have Skippy Prime. I'm using Ragnar with 3 Museum Buff Martel. Ooh, interesting. Young count maybe. And my other imp is Liu Che and Alex, and my last March is Hua Arthur. Is this good? Yeah. I mean, you want to work on replacing that Charles Martel as soon as possible, I'd say. But you're doing pretty well. Thank you. I would show you, but half the community's seen it. Seen what? Am I missing something? Your new account? Most of us have you pegged for a sausage guy. There's a lot of things happening in that sentence that I don't love. Oh man. All right, chat. Let's read this. I'm gonna read it to myself first, and then see what I can leak and what I can't. All right, let's see this. Da, da, da. Well, not a good thing. First thing I see is perhaps we're looking at a 30-day enhanced offseason. Matchmaking reveal. Who are the opponents? Go ahead and look on stream, Luda. Opponents are on the screen. The allies and enemies have not been configured yet, so we're still waiting on that. Hold on. So what about Civil War? Dude, this chat is a meme. Shout out to Mike ... Hunt. Yeah, I'm not gonna say all that at once, bro. I'm not that gullible. All right, hold on, guys. I'm still reading this chat. Oh. All right. Oh no. Okay, so what are we doing? I'm reading it in chat right now. I'm just figuring out what I can and can't leak. So I do apologize if the stream gets a little boring here for a few seconds. LST Soul, how are you, man? Boss, go ahead and send me a message in game if you want me to see your account. How many speeds were you able to recover this offseason until now? So we have had... So I just want to remind you guys that we had fighting until literally 3 days left of Kingsland. So there was a ton of fighting. I had about 30 days left of speed ups at the end of Kingsland. And we are going into first pop, or second pop, and I have 914 days. So honestly, a pretty good amount of recovery. Kane, is it Civil War in each camp for KVK yet? No, but there have been a lot of memes saying that. If the matchmaking keeps being this bad, people quiet. I assume you mean quit, but yes. Low A camp starts to fight it off, and then free-for-all would be best. I mean, but if... The problem with that, you can't go from not being a free-for-all to being a free-for-all. You can't say, okay, let's fight 3310, and then we'll fight the 2 Imperiums, and then we won't fight 3310 in Kingsland. It gets so messy, chat. It gets so messy. Bad thing, KVK is fucked. Good thing I'm going to be a father for the first time, so I'm still happy. Hey, Agaras, congratulations, man. Congrats. Seriously, that's awesome. Speak.cook that KVK for everyone, for sure, dude. All right, let me continue to look at this match. All right, so people are giving their opinions, and they said diagonal would be the only way to make it even more unbalanced. I got a lot of reactions. I like that. All right. Well, it seems like the two Imperiums are not talking. Trapado, yeah, look at fire. Oh, trust me. We've been looking. We have been looking. Boss Hero? Alright, so this is the new account. Alright. 49 gaslighted us into making it a 3v3? Nah, look, they haven't even said anything. Literally, they have not said anything yet in the Diplo. I would be so mad if I was in 3355 and found out that I got into a match with Imperium Kingdoms with 4 times the KP. Yeah, I would be pretty upset too. Not gonna lie. Alright, boss. How are we looking at this new account? I'm gonna assume that it was purchased. So I'm gonna out you a little bit. Obviously, Nevsky set's really strong. We like that. Neglecting the archers? Not really. Just one epic accessory. Ooh. Significantly worse than your calves, but fine. Does Lilith even expect there to be successful Diplo talks here? No. There's no way. And I'll tell you right now, from what I've seen, everybody already knows it's a joke. Okay, good luck Diploing with Korean Kingdoms. You won't hear from them until midnight. That's true, maybe. They haven't said anything yet, so maybe we'll just have to wait. Ooh, the Vengeance crafts on the XY because it gets targeted, huh? Ooh, there are almost no cap stats on this. Yeah, that's a tough set right there. Move the KVK thing? Can you guys not see it? Oh, you're right. I've been reviewing this account, and you guys just said that? Alright. Either way. Either way. Oh, we got no armaments on the Liu Che? That's crazy. No, all looks good. All looks good, man. There's not too much to see. Let's see what people in the Alliance are saying. We need to ally with Wind or all fight in a 3v1. Someone pinch me. We are the weakest camp. Maybe true. Don't worry, Kane. I did my part. I messaged the lowest level VIP support and change is coming. Yeah, I'm sure, dude. 5 versus everyone, I think. So there was something said in the matchmaking, which is, you know, debatably true. And, you know, like I said, I don't know how much it'll read, but there are only going to be a few options, right? And it's not anything that I haven't said on stream. It's like 3v1s, unbalanced 2v2s, or just like some BS free-for-all, right? Like, and I don't know. Obviously, there could be other things that get brought up, but yeah, we'll see. Oh, chat, this is so disappointing, man. Yeah, I need to work on armaments. I can tell. Maybe that's where your money goes for a little while. Let's use our Korean Diplo experience to help out Diplo. Probably not. 17-18 versus all. All right, let me put up my thing again, just for anybody new in the chat. And by the way, we've had a good amount of viewers here, and I appreciate you all spending your, what is it today? Tuesday night with me. I do understand that this is probably my American crowd. So, thank you guys for tuning in. Throw a like on the camp. I just read your message. Throw a like on the stream if you haven't already. And I appreciate you being here. This is like a mini 89 GT. Kind of. Yeah. Yeah. But I feel like this is even more unbalanced. I mean, I don't know. I feel like everybody knew that 1960 would beat... I feel like 1960 would obviously beat 2489. I think that allies could have been swapped for you guys, but either way, it was alright. 1718 is a Silver Imperium. Since when? Since recently, I think. And so is 1903. Yeah, I will say that 4 camp KVKs with multiple kingdoms and 8 kingdoms in here, there's really not an excuse for Lilith, in my opinion. They have always been on the verge. Okay, get your barb chaining marches ready, because they're going to have a blast. Dude, I know, man. Chat, I do not want a farming KVK, man. How can I have a KVK with 1903? I mean, I'll even throw 1879 in there, because they look great for their power. 1879, right? Like 3310, 1175, 1718, like some big names. How is it possible that fire camp exists? It's just, and I don't want to complain all the time, but like I know that this whole stream I kind of feel bad, but let's be honest. We all know that 1718 is online for 24 hours. Fights will always happen if this is a 1718 versus all. I think 1718 is a great kingdom. I just don't know why they also have 1175. And it would be fun to fight them if there were proper allies and camps. Truly, I do believe that. I mean, Kane, perfect opportunity to step up on speeds. I mean, you're not wrong, dude. It's not that it's bad matchmaking. It's that you can look at the 8 kingdoms and make a fair KVK. Well, isn't that just bad matchmaking? I mean, yes, like, you can literally rearrange these into different camps and make a better match, but, I mean, that's not what's happening, right? So, a chess match? That would be kind of funny. I mean, Diplo here will be whoever 1718 and 1175 wants to ally with will win. Yeah, I mean, that's true. But, I mean, would we even accept that? Like, does 1981 even want that kind of KVK? Like, dude, I don't even want... I don't even want to ally with 1175 and 1718. Not because I have anything against them, but, like, why would I want a KVK that's just a free win? It just sounds, and maybe I'm disrespecting our opponents there, but like, would they like that either? It just sounds. I feel like I'm not stepping over a boundary here when I say that whoever gets fire camp would win the KVK, right? Like that. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. Can we all agree on that, chat? Like, I mean, I just think, I don't know. And the thing is, like, if let's just say we do accept it. So, lore, right? Like, let's just say that we accept that. And then would the other 2 kingdoms even fight? Like... 1v3 makes more sense in this one than our last KVK. I do agree. I do agree. Maybe I overestimated you guys as 1606. No, but you guys did awesome last KVK. And to be fair, with your migration now, 1v3 seems a little more sensible. But yeah, I think 1v3 last KVK was a little crazy. But hey, I mean, the last KVK will live in infamy, bro. Like, that shit will live forever. Yeah, 2v2 will always end in no fighting, and 1718 takes star. I do agree. Yeah, it's just... I hate it. I hate it, man. I hate it. I hate that I've read that same comment 50 times during the stream, and I have the same reaction every time, and I'm not over it. I'm just not over it yet. I don't think 1718 downtime is bad. I didn't notice it. I know our KVK was short, but they were the last kingdom still fighting. Yeah, shout out to 365, bro. Yikes. Alright, well, you know what? I'll do this. Hold on. Hold on. Also, if anybody is in my Discord, I am opening a thread, like a discussion thread, kind of similar to Flesh. It's talking about this KVK. Oh, so if you want to go rant on there to make me feel a little bit better, feel free. Oh man, so very sad. Again, I will go ahead and exclamation mark Discord. If you aren't, that's the wrong command. I actually have to finish my command for that to go. But yeah, if you are interested, go ahead, join the Discord and enjoy talking on that. Make me feel a little bit better. Tell me that Lilith sucks in the forum. That would be great. All right, let me catch up here. Isn't 1175 and 718 both Korean? I do believe so. Yes. I was in 3310. It was a big discussion in our camp. Fair enough. 1v3 is the only play. We'll see how Diplo feels. Kane 2v2 equals you get autark, and you get to chain barb slot. Why would I get autark? Maybe. We'd get like none for our kingdom. I mean, maybe a few. But I don't want to do free 1 KVKs, man. Maybe Earth fights 1175 in zone 5, Water fights 718 in the other zone, and Fire fights both 718 and 1175 in Kingsland. Dude, that's so complicated. So much trust. So easy for that to be broken. Yeah. Didn't 2377 and 1093 switch to ties and still got no much out? That is correct. Yes. Well, wouldn't accept a 1v3. Too bad they're not 60 GT or 77. Then it would be a 1v3. They're not online yet. They're not talking, to my knowledge, in Diplo. I haven't really looked at it, but I don't think that they would accept a 1v3. Fire probably won't take a 1v3. Yeah, agreed. Only way it happens if the other 3 camps force them into it, which is maybe the discussion. We'll see. Uh, 1718, 1175 fight in their home camp, and then everyone else with a 1v1. That would be hilarious. 3307 wasted my hunter last KVK. If they weren't going to use them, at least they could have given it to me and Zala. That's true, bro. Dude, oh. For those of you in chat who don't know what happened last KVK, so obviously there's a lot of 1606 and 1981 and all 1981 members in here. We ended up splitting Altarks, and we gave some to Fire Camp. So we only ended up having like, I don't know, 34 or 32 that we actually gave to 1981, and our campmates 3307. And 3307, we gave them their Altarks, and they did not distribute their Altarks. So no players from 3307 got their Altarks. Their king was offline, he was asleep, whatever it was. So they got no Altarks. So we essentially gave Altarks to the wind. And some of our players obviously were, or could have gotten those, and it kind of sucks. Isn't a 1v3 in this KVK a guaranteed loss for them? Pretty much. Yep. It's like, are they going to take the guaranteed loss? And that's why this matchmaking sucks so much cock. Sorry to be vulgar there, but like, it's essentially who is going to accept the loss. Yeah, as Sean said, that's why this KVK is horrible. Every single option, the winner is set in stone. I agree. Shit, matchmaking. Is there a chance that Lilith is going to change the matchmaking? Is it even possible? Did it already happen once? I've never seen it happen. No. I've literally never seen it happen. Oh, man. Oh, my God. What is this matchup? The worst thing you've ever seen. That's what it is. Sorry, I'm reading the Diplo chat, guys. This is the part of the stream where I'm divided between actual Diplo and entertaining my stream. Or if anything takes the 1v3, they should get some Altarks. I don't hate that idea. 3307 did the same amount of KP that my kingdom did last KVK. My kingdom is CDC'd. I'm surprised they even got Autarks. They were our campmate. They got like 7 or something. Yeah, they didn't do much. They did fill a lot of structures and they had a lot of deads. And they were our allies. So that's what 1981 is, very data focused and fair. Like they contributed. They got what they contributed. 60 to 90, I think you can only give 60, right? 2638 KVK is definitely not as bad as this. No, it's not even close. This is much worse than that. 3307 didn't fight in Kingsland. The KVK 3 due to Gorgo MG. Yeah, I did hear that before. Honestly, fuck it. 1718 does a 1v3 and gets star guaranteed. So just so there's fights. Oh man, yeah, dude. Honestly, hey, they do a 3v1 and then they win. You never know. You never know. God, bro. Avoided 68. Hey, William, I remember you. Nice that you have a membership. You're in 1568. You could have registered this pop. If we registered and you didn't, how does that make it so that we avoided you? I'm confused. I look, whatever happened between us and 1568 is a thing of the past. I would say that your reputation precedes you, and we can fight sometime down the line. But yeah, nothing against 1568 now. Everything's a thing of the past. Everyone complained to Lilith and let us be the first KVK who gets fixed camps. That would be nice. This is the worst KVK matchup I've ever seen, coming from a 3310 point of view. Yeah, welcome. 3143 dodge this bullet. Crazy luck, yeah. Well, I mean, 3143 is kind of in 3310 and in 1981 now, so. Did they really dodge it? Not really. I just saw the 2934 matchmaking, and that could be even worse, Kane. I'm not gonna lie. How is something possibly worse than this? Send me that matchmaking in game. When you send it to me, I'll go ahead and see it. I wanna see that matchmaking. I'll compare it if it's actually worse. I'm honestly speechless. You're not the only one, man. You are not the only one. You had 90% of the original 3143 players in this KVK somehow? Yeah. Basically 2934 and a bunch of deadweight kingdoms, really? I mean, God, it's so gross, man. You could, like, there are times where, like, one versus all are actually, like, maybe kind of fun. Like, even look at the 3092, right? Like, guys, that's B seed. Everybody knows that 3092 isn't huge, but you know, they're doing like a 1v3 right now, and it's doing pretty great. You know, they're having good fights and all that good stuff. 2934. Oh, Kala. Dude, I remember Kala all the way back when he was in 1707. I think he and I shared a few messages. Yeah. Oh, well, that was... Maybe I shouldn't have leaked that, but I don't even think it was too bad. But basically 2934. Oh, I already read that. Checking game PM, I will in a second. An easy KVK is different than the one where you can move 2 kingdoms around and has a crazy big KVK. Also true. Lack of kingdoms versus mental illness. Yeah. Alright, which this matchmaking, it doesn't feel unrealistic. We see 2377, 1960 camp in the future. Oh my god, bro. Could you imagine that? 2377 and 1960 in the same camp. And they're just against like 25 kingdoms or something. That would be kind of funny. Holy shit, this is a lot of power, bro. What even is their total KP now? I don't know. Okay, so this is it. Yeah, I definitely don't know them. So this is the KP. Can you guys see this? I mean, 1900 isn't... I mean, there's a way that this could maybe be fair. No, this definitely isn't worse than ours. The thing is, you can make this fair, right? It's not good. If you're 2934 and 1900, you're not happy, but you could make this fair. Maybe. You could Diplo it, but the matchmaking is terrible. I'd rather be able to Diplo. I'd rather have the ability to Diplo. Bro, what is that first screenshot? Did he take it with his calculator? Very true. All right, guys, I've been drinking a lot of water. I'm gonna have to use the restroom. I'll be right back, okay? Don't go anywhere, man. Bark is always so helpful, super active and friendly. Is he paying you to say that? Is he paying you? Okay. Ooh, all right, I've returned. All right, let me catch up on chat here a little bit. Yeah, I feel like I'd rather have 23.7 and 1093 here. Kind of true, bro. Problem is with this 18 and 75 KVKs, you can just flip them up and make 4 better camps that are balanced. I completely agree. Hey, I pay $5 a compliment. Yeah. I think your matchmaking is enough evidence as to why kingdoms are generally trying to avoid 4 camp maps. I think it's just like, why do I have to, like... Why do I have to make up the difference because Lilith matchmaking is so shit? Well, why is that the responsibility of the player, right? I told Kaden move. Strife Storm Stratagems is the move. I just need to convince every other A seed. I am kind of looking forward to the new graphics. This will be the first time I've ever done remastered. So at the very least, guys, at the very least, I get to see the new graphics. Woohoo! Yay! Oh god, man. I just asked my 8-year-old to balance them better and he succeeded. Dude, that's kind of it's kind of like a good math problem for him. I haven't even been gathering gems, chat. I've been so distraught. I'm not even doing my basic due diligence. See what happens. See what happens. Happy we can all enjoy those nice looking farm nodes. Do you even think that they look nice? Honestly, I don't even think that they look that good. I think they're kind of sus in design. But I'll be picking. I'll be picky. Okay. Actually, I'll just chain with 2. I'm surprised you guys didn't listen to Storm Stratagems. Or didn't do Storm Stratagems. From what you guys said in voice chat, you were going to do Stratagems. That's what I thought. But there was a kingdom-wide vote. Tides did win the vote. And just the registration and who was registering for Stratagems, like... To my knowledge, there wouldn't have been a great match anyway. Actually, let me send this thing over here. There's usually a chain around here. Yeah, there it is. Can't wait to see the new gem nodes for 45 days straight. Ties is perfect farm KVK with the farming strats. True. Barb hole KVK. Yep. Pete going free to play. Oh man. Like, do I even buy pop-ups? Probably. I don't know. We'll see if there's fighting then. I feel like it would be wrong if I didn't at least buy the pop-ups in anticipation, but maybe the daily. I don't buy the dailies this KVK. It just feels so wrong, dude. But obviously I'll regret it as soon as fighting starts, if there is fighting. From what they had said, they weren't necessarily looking to fight the best of the best. Kingdom want an easier level of KVK after draining so hard last KVK. For us, I mean, yeah, you can take that any way you want. Of course, we're not going to go for another Hell KVK over our last two. I do agree. That was our mindset, but we wanted a good fight over everything. I pledge to buy only material and gem supply until Lilith gets us a good match. Hey, I like it. Lilith's gonna be really hurt by my regular off-season spending. Yeah. First zone will be fun with standby troops against Imperiums, no matter what we got right or bottom against. Yeah, we'll just everybody just zero themselves as fast as possible. Push to 7 marches and stop pushing tech. Just go 7 march gem nodes. Yeah, that's worth it. Wind versus fire versus earth and water. I would not say that that's fair. Wait, wind versus fire versus earth. Oh, I see. Wind versus fire. Earth and water. I mean, I still don't think it's fair, but 2v1v1 is just too complicated, man. First time I'm gonna unlock 6 marches as fast as possible for gem farming. True, bro. If I report you, you can't farm gems. Hey, that's not nice. It only chat bans him. He should be okay. Also, 1981. Is anybody gonna push this in this last day? I feel like y'all are letting me down here. I can't be the only one with 100%. This we need some better showings out of all you guys. I have somebody that is going to sponsor my Mountain Warfare bundle, but I'll most likely say no. I mean, just tell them to sponsor like a different bundle. I'm sure that could be interesting. Oh, Lucky Stall. Nice. El Cid. Shot like 30-60. Hey, man. This caravan event sucks. I actually don't mind it, because I generally win it. Yo, it's Oni. Help war lead as Keta's pilot. Cool. Can you slap ROK for the matchmaking issues? I would love to slap them. Hey, can you redirect me to your sugar daddy? Setsu, don't you spend? I thought you spent. Shut up, Ken. Ken, I got a 99.14 on this damn caravan event. I can see. That's a good score. Not 100% though. It means you got hit once, which is kind of sad. Yeah, need for my 4th Mountain Warfare, exactly. Yeah. Sugar mommy Mimi? Yeah, maybe, bro. That could work. Just ask her to spend on her opponents or allies instead of herself. I'm sure that'll go well. I guess the only reason for having 1718 and 1175 in the same camp is due to their official kingdom language, or is that not part of the matchmaking? Dude, if official kingdom language has anything to do with a matchmaking algorithm, that is absurd. Like, that is just absolutely absurd. I can't even imagine programming something like that. Maybe if they're doing it by hand, I could see that being a factor, but there's no way that there's no way that that's part of their matchmaking. I can't believe that. Maybe it was a present for lunar year event in form of a star. True, maybe. Oh, I can't actually buy the daily, huh? I'll buy the daily, chat. Oops. Only 2? That's kind of sad. Are you chaining in Home Kingdom? Yeah, I chain in Home Kingdom. It's pretty insane value. Chaining in Home Kingdom is almost just as good as KVK barbs for speed ups and resources and materials. It's a little bit less than half because you're not always killing high level 30s, right? Like this level 31 and 34 won't give half, but it's half the it's half the AP and gives you exactly half the rewards, right? I mean, not exactly half, a little bit less, right? But it's a level 30. I'd say it's about 80% as good. So it's 80% as good, and it takes twice as long. So it's just a grinder thing. A lot of 1981. Cool. Oh, just something just went down the wrong pipe. A lot of 1981 members do it. We tell our kingdom members to barb chain after we've hit AP cap for the most part. But we've had no issue hitting AP cap last few weeks. Most people still just do ports anyway because it's less time intensive. All right, chat. I think it's about time that I call it. Obviously, kind of the stream itself was awesome. I think I think that we had a lot of support here, and clearly a lot of people are interested to see us get absolutely fucked in Diplo. I think I just... Oh, no. I thought I just flicked something in my water. That was weird. Like part of my apple. Anyway. Love the support that I got this stream, and I do appreciate all of you guys for being here. It is pushing 9 o'clock, and I do have to drive an hour into work tomorrow at 8 a.m. Whereas, actually at 7 a.m. I have to be there at 8 a.m. So I'm going to start winding down. Dude, you know what? I got pretty hyped. I didn't even know that The Last of Us Season 2 trailer had already dropped, so I might rewatch the first season, get back into the mood. I don't know when it's supposed to come out, but yeah. Seems like it would be nice. Everett Kingdom who takes in Bark gets diddied. You're not wrong. So far, 1901 has definitely gotten diddied. So, with that said, chat, I am gonna call it here. And again, I appreciate all you being here. It was a fun stream. Disappointing, but not because of the chat. Disappointing because of Lilith. So, love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. All right, peace out.